The text arrived as I finished reviewing a seven-figure tech acquisition. December 22 and Tessa. About Christmas. Gavin is bringing his new fiancée. She's a TV anchor. We think it's best if you sit this one out. You understand, right? Love. Mom. I read it twice. Then I let my face go calm. Exile. Neatly wrapped in holiday language outside my office window. Chicago glittered under a sheet of winter gray. Inside, my name Tessa Rowe was etched in glass beside the word CEO. Maris, my assistant, stepped in. Hart and Pierce sent the final partnership contract. They need your signature tonight so tomorrow's ceremony stays on schedule. She placed the folder on my desk. My father's company logo gleamed on the cover. Hart and Pierce, the same name that once echoed through our Minnesota farmhouse, attached to my father's voice telling me I was selfish, that I was wasting potential, that I should step into the role he had chosen. Gavin had laughed back then. She'll crawl back. I never did. I came to Chicago with one laptop, no introductions, and something sharper than anger: clarity. I built Rivenbridge Strategies from nothing. Quietly. Strategically. In business, I used my mother's maiden name Rowe.so when Hart and Pierce began courting Rivenbridge for a European expansion partnership. They had no idea they were negotiating with the daughter they'd erased. My inbox chimed again. From Gavin. Mom's just managing appearances with Sloan. It's cleaner if you're not there. Once you're established. Cleaner. I glanced at the deal value on the cover sheet. 7 figures. Their lifeline. Maris raised her tablet. Your father's calling, I answered with perfect composure. Tessa Rowe speaking. My father appeared on screen. All polished charm. Everything's set for tomorrow, right? This alliance is vital to our future. It is, I replied smoothly, which is why I need the whole family present. A beat of confusion. You, Mom, Gavin, and his fiancée. All of you. Tessa isn't really involved. All. I repeated, and ended the call. Maris watched me carefully. Should I prepare the executive room? Yes, I said, and book photographers. Tomorrow, they would arrive expecting to meet a powerful stranger. I planned to introduce myself. By 6 o'clock a.m., the executive suite overlooked Lake Michigan like a frozen mirror. White orchids lined the table. Contracts were stacked precisely. I wore a charcoal suit and my grandmother's gold watch, the only person in that family who had ever told me I didn't need to shrink to fit. Your family has arrived, Maris said softly. Let them wait. 20 minutes passed. Let anticipation do its work. Mom texted. Where are you? This is critical. Don't embarrass us. Through the glass walls, I could see them, my father pacing. My mother adjusting Gavin's tie. Sloan, the TV anchor, smiling with professional poise. Hart and Pierce executives flipping through contracts. Maris opened the doors. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tessa Rowe, CEO of Rivenbridge Strategies. Silence detonated across the room. My mother's champagne flute slipped from her hand. It shattered against the floor. The sound rang bright and irreversible. My father stared like gravity had shifted. Gavin went pale. I walked to the head of the table and sat down. Good morning. This is a stunt, my father rasped. You don't run anything. I slid in corporation filings across the polished walnut table. These say otherwise. One executive cleared his throat. Are we signing today? We're revising, I said calmly. The wall screen flickered on. Mom's message filled it. Sit this one out. Then Gavin's. Cleaner this way. Then my father's cheerful email about tomorrow's ceremony. The room turned colder then. The lake outside. Maris distributed new contracts. My father flipped pages. These aren't the agreed terms. They're mine, I said evenly. Take them or walk. He swallowed hard. We're family. I met his eyes. Yesterday. I wasn't. And I stood. The partnership is cancelled. Rivenbridge will acquire Mirage directly. Hart and Pierce will not be expanding into Europe. Gasps. Shock. Financial devastation written in real time across their faces. My mother whispered my name. I didn't look back. I walked out while my phone began to explode with calls. I had no intention of answering. The fallout was immediate. Photographers posted the images before my elevator reached the lobby. Me at the head of the table, my father frozen. My mother's shattered glass glittering across the floor. Markets hate surprises, and I had just delivered one. I ignored every call for 3 days. On the fourth, Gavin appeared downstairs. No arrogance. No laughter, just exhaustion. In my office, he stood by the window, staring at the skyline. Sloane left, he said quietly. Her agent says the story doesn't fit her brand. He swallowed. And I keep hearing my text. Cleaner, like you were clutter. The word burned less now. I'm not asking you to fix them, he said. I'm asking what fixing me would take. I considered him carefully. Tell the truth, I said. When it costs you, he nodded slowly. I can. Minutes later, security informed me my parents were downstairs. I allowed them up. They looked smaller, less certain. My mother reached toward my wrist, my grandmother's watch catching the light. We see you now, she whispered. You see the headline. I replied calmly. There's a difference. My father's pride had collapsed into something quieter, almost shame. But not enough. I signed one final document. Rivenbridge's acquisition of Mirage. Complete. Final. Profitable. Please see them out, I told Maris that night. I ate Christmas dinner at my friend Celeste's apartment. Burned pie. Cheap sparkling wine. Laughter that didn't feel rehearsed. When my phone buzzed with "Come home," I looked at my watch and let the minute pass. Outside, Chicago glittered indifferent, alive, brilliant. And I realized something important. Power isn't an invitation. It's a door. One you learn to build yourself. And once you do, you decide who gets to walk through it.